طاعتهم. السلام عليكم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين. مدد يا رسول مدد يا رسول صلاة مدد يا شيخ دستور ولا شيخ الله فاتح شيخ محمد الحقاني طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجامعية. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وجعلنا تجارة البيع عن ذكر الله وإقام الصلاة. صدق الله العظيم. Allah Azze ve Celle dünyada bize yol göstermiş, emretmiş.
Allah Almighty showed us the way we need to follow in this world, and Allah Almighty gave us the orders we must fulfill throughout our lifetimes while we are in this world.
O yoldan başımızı başka oyun eğlenceye
we must not deviate from the way which Allah Almighty showed to us, and we must not look with our heads to anywhere else. We must not get distracted by the amusement and the entertainment around us.
Başımız karışmasın diyor.
Our minds, Allah Almighty says that our minds should not be distracted by the amusement and the entertainment going on around us.
İbadetten, Allah Azze ve Celle'nin emrinden
do not let your minds be distracted from worshipping Allah Almighty and fulfilling Allah Almighty's orders.
Başka emirlere uymayan rical diyor. Rical dedi insanların en üstün olanıdır.
And Allah Almighty describes those who do not let themselves be distracted by the amusement and the entertainment going on around them, but focus solely and dedicatedly to the worship of Allah Almighty and the fulfillment of Allah Almighty's orders. They are the superior ones. They are the true human beings, the true men whom Allah Almighty called Ar-Rijal.
Onlar ki nefislerine hakim olur.
They are the ones who have taken control over their egos.
Ne ticaret ne oyun eğlence.
And they are not distracted neither by worldly business or by these worldly amusements or entertainments.
Hiçbir şey Allah Azze ve Celle'nin yolundan ayırmaz onları.
Nothing prevents them from following the way of Allah Almighty, and nothing makes them go astray.
Onlar o yolda sabittir.
Their steps are firm in following the way of Allah Almighty.
Kim ne yaparsa yapsın.
And they do not let themselves be affected by anyone else, no matter what they do.
Ne kadar dünya mal mülk.
They are not influenced by worldly belongings or possession.
Oyun eğlence.
They are not distracted by this world's amusements and entertainments.
Gelse hiç kalpleri ona meyletmez.
Their hearts are not distracted by such things, and their hearts are not inclined towards those worldly things.
Allah yolunda sabit.
Instead, their hearts are firm in following the way of Allah Almighty.
Kalanlar, sabit kalan insanlar Allah indinde erkek hakiki kuvvetli demek.
Ar-Rijal are those true men, those true human beings who are firm, who follow the way of Allah Almighty with firm steps and with power and control, do not give in to their egos, but have taken control over their egos.
O insan ki nefsine uymamış, nefsine hakim olmuş.
They are the ones, those human beings who are not controlled by their egos, but who are the ones who themselves control their egos.
Bütün dünya bir tarafa olsa, yoldan çıkmışsa o umuru değil.
Even if the entire world was on the other side, even if the entire world opposed them, they would not care and they would not let themselves be influenced by that.
Hiç onlara bakmaz. Kendi yolunda, Allah yolunda devam eder.
They don't look at what others do. All they are concerned about is following with firm steps the way of Allah Almighty.
Allah'ın sevgili kullarıdır.
Those are the servants of Allah Almighty, whom Allah Almighty loves.
Onlar Allah'ın evliyalarıdır.
They are the awliyaullah.
Evliya dedi, herkes evliya yaparsa evliya olur. İlla kerametle değil.
To be an awliya, anyone and everyone can become an awliya, friends of Allah Almighty, a servant whom Allah Almighty loves. Because in order to become an awliya means to follow the way of Allah Almighty and to fulfill Allah Almighty's orders. To be an awliya, to be a saint, is not about performing miracles.
Yolda sabit kadem olmak en büyük keramet.
And the greatest miracle is in fact to follow the way of Allah Almighty with firm steps.
Yolda sabit kadem, yolunu şaşırmayan insan Allah'ın sevdiği kullar.
To remain steadfast and to not deviate and not go astray from the way of Allah Almighty are the awliya, and they are the ones whom Allah Almighty loves.
Allah'ın evliyasıdır. Evliya demek Allah'ın sevgili kuludur.
To be an awliya means to be a servant whom Allah Almighty loves.
O sevgili kul olmak istersen sen de dünyaya bakma, ona buna bakma.
And if you too want to become a servant whom Allah Almighty loves, then do not let yourselves be distracted by this world. Don't look at others.
Allah Azze ve Celle'nin yolunu takip et.
Solely focus on following the way of Allah Almighty.
Peygamber Efendimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem'in yolunu takip et ki
solely dedicate yourselves to following the way of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him,
Allah Azze ve Celle'ye ulaşasın.
so that you may reach Allah Almighty.
Başka türlü dünyada ne varsa hepsi geçici bir şeydir.
There is nothing in this world that is going to last forever. Everything in this world is temporary.
Hiçbir şey dünyada ilelebet, bazı
Nothing in this world is going to remain forever.
acayip insanlar ilelebetler, ilelebet, ebediyet ancak ahirette olur.
And there are some strange people who claim things to be and to last forever, but nothing in this world is going to last forever. What is eternal is reserved for the hereafter.
Dünyada ebediyet yok. Dünya bile kalmaz.
There's nothing in this world is eternal. Even the world itself is not going to last forever.
Neresi ebediyet olacak diye.
How can there be then something that is going to last forever in this world if the world itself is going to cease?
Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us.
Doğru yoldan şaşırmasın.
And may Allah Almighty protect us from deviating the way of Allah Almighty, from going astray.
Doğru yolu bilelim inşallah.
May we know by the will of Allah Almighty what the way of Allah Almighty is.
Allah hepimize hidayet versin.
May Allah Almighty grant us all guidance.
Yolunu ayırmasın inşallah.
And may Allah Almighty make us not separate from His way.
Amin. Allah tevfik. El Fatiha.